Hi, welcome to Hot 120 Degrees, where we talk about the hot topic. This is Mr. H. I want to thank the Hot 120 staff for bringing me out to talk about another topic that's important, that's relevant, and that's empowering the people. Today, we want to talk about COVID-19. Did you know that it's worse than HIV/AIDS? And no one is talking about this fact? Just think about that. Before we go any further, I just want to thank our sponsor, Exclusive Sneaker and Sports. Buy authentic name brand sneakers for the lowest prices on earth. Just click below www.exclusivesneakers.com. Now, let me give you some facts about HIV/AIDS. 74.9 million infected worldwide over 36 years. 32 million died since the start of the epidemic in 1981. 1.7 million died in 2020 from AIDS. It is mainly transmitted via sex without a condom with an infected person and by sharing needles infected with the virus. Now, for those that might not be familiar with AIDS, when this disease first hit humanity, it was considered one of the worst diseases you can have. Even though cancer has killed a lot of people over the years, cancer has never had the social stigma that HIV/AIDS had. When people got AIDS, people begin to judge them. They either said they was using drugs or they was having sex that was unnatural. That was the social stigma connected to AIDS. And as a result of that, a lot of people used to isolate themselves from these people. And for lack of a better term, a lot of them died horrible deaths. And what I mean by that is the way that their body deteriorated was something we had never seen before. Like again, with cancer, you have chemotherapy and radiation, and that is what people die from more so than actual cancer, and the body get weakened over time. But with AIDS, you were seeing things happen to their skin, you're seeing things happen to their hair, things would happen to their teeth, to their tongue. You was Things were happening to their blood, their eating patterns were different. All types of things were going on. Like the body was just all falling apart altogether, causing these people to die such a tragic death. So HIV and AIDS was considered the worst thing that you can get. But in light of what's going on now, COVID-19 is worse than AIDS. Let me give you some facts about COVID-19. 106 million infected worldwide in year one, which is mean this year, which 2020 to now, so roughly 11 months, not even a year. 2.3 million died since the start of the pandemic, 2020. Mainly transmitted via the air. It is airborne. Now, anybody that's in the military watching this, you know that one of the worst things that your enemy can do if you are at war is to use a chemical agent that they release in the air that can harm everybody that comes in contact with this chemical agent. Now, I'm not saying COVID-19 is a chemical agent that somebody's using for war. What I'm saying is the airborne characteristic, the airborne characteristic of this virus makes it, is one of the reasons that it's worse than HIV/AIDS. Okay. The other reason, the rate in which it's infecting people. Now, this is 106 million infected worldwide in 1 year. Whereas AIDS, 74.9 million, roughly 75 million in 36 years. AIDS, 1.7 million in 1 year dead, 2.3. COVID, 2.3 million. So the rate in which people are getting it and dying is faster than AIDS as well. Now, let's give a little history about the COVID virus. The COVID virus come out of the COVID-19 comes out of the family of the coronaviruses, which have always been here on Earth. The first time we really heard about was during the COVID or the coronavirus is during the SARS outbreak. I don't know if you remember the SARS outbreak. That's around 2002, 2003, China. And this was a severe acute respiratory syndrome. Basically, people had problems breathing in China because of this outbreak. Okay, they was able to contain that in China, and it didn't spread worldwide. But that was one of the first times that the world was beginning to see the coronavirus in humans, and I'll get into that in a second. The second time we saw it was around 2012. It showed up as MERS. That was the Middle Eastern Respiratory Syndrome, which was another coronavirus, and that was in Iraq, Iran, and in that area, North African area, and a lot of people were getting that was a coronavirus as well. Now, the thing about coronavirus, it normally comes from bats. You can find it in camel, and now it has jumped into humans, which means the virus has become zoonotic, right? It's a term called zoonotic. Zoo, N-O-T-I-C. So the word zoo, N-O-T-I-C, zoonotic, which means when a virus has mutated to the form where it can jump from animal to human. It is zoonotic. So now the coronavirus is zoonotic, it's airborne, it's worldwide, it's spread all over the world. This makes it more dangerous. This makes it more harmful than AIDS. The other thing is, with AIDS, people didn't die like in 2 days or 3 days. They died a horrible death, but it was over a period of time. I'm not saying it was over a year or 2 years. Some people that, depending on the medicine, some people dying within a month, 2 months, 3 months. But with the COVID, some people have died within 72 hours. Some people have died in the same day. If the truth be told, there was a woman in Virginia that got a vaccine in the last week or so, and she died right after taking the vaccine, if the truth be told. Okay? So the rate in which people are dying is fast. It's faster than cancer. It's faster than anything out there outside of a car accident or a heart attack or a stroke that kills you instantaneously, or you getting struck by lightning. The thing about it is, nobody's making this connection. Yeah, they telling you to wear masks, they telling you to social distance, but nobody has told you that this thing is worse than AIDS. And the question is, why not? Let me give you some more information to help you out. United States was hit the hardest by the coronavirus. 27,267,645,000 infected, 868,000 deaths. The only other country that comes second to this is India. And India has roughly 11 million infected, 155,000 deaths, and about almost roughly 10 million recovered. So from pound to pound, for every person that got it in India, almost all of them have recovered. Now, United States recovery rate is 11 million. That still leaves 16 million infected. United States has almost the death rate from COVID compared to India is almost 3 times the death rate. Now, why this become interesting is because the United States is known to be a superpower, supposed to have the best technology, best medical facilities, the best economy, the best of everything, right? Supposedly. Yet, the management of this disease should be an eye opener for a lot of people. For us to be the best at everything that we say we are the best at, we didn't handle this virus very well. We didn't manage it well. And as a result, 868,000 people have died. So you got to ask yourself, why hasn't the media compared it to AIDS to create that type of awareness that those that I don't want to wear a mask will wear a mask because they know that this thing is deadly? Also, you need to know that washing your hands is important. Actually, a new way of life. Because say you go to a fast food restaurant like me, and that food is smelling good and you want to put your hand in there and eat the food. Well, with this COVID virus, you can't do that. If you don't have no hand sanitizing agent or lotion or whatever they call that, if you don't have that in the car to sanitize your hands, I'm encouraging you not to eat from the food. Because you can take the COVID from somebody that was working there, it gets on the food, gets in your mouth, gets on the bag, gets in your mouth because it can live in the surface, I think, for like 72, up to maybe 48 to 72 hours, gets in the mouth. If you one of those men, and women may do this too, but I know teenage boys and some men do this. If you one of those men that drink from the jug in the refrigerator, you can't do that now. Now you got to get a cup. Because you can have COVID and be putting everybody at risk from drinking from the jug. This is creating a whole new way of life for some of us. But for others of us, it's everything that grandmom told us. Don't drink out the jug, pour the juice in the cup. Wash your hands before you touch my pots. Wash it, go clean up, go wash up before you go to eat. Wash your hands, wash your face. If you do what grandmom tell you to do, you will reduce your chances of, getting this COVID-19, which we are claiming is worse than AIDS. Now, the other thing is, and I won't go into it too much here, but there's a second variant that has come out. And this they're saying is not as deadly, but chances are, when you go do the research, you'll find out that the virus has mutated, which means it's evolving into something stronger than what it was, when it first hit us. The interesting thing about that is the vaccine and the mutation, the vaccine and the new variant came out at the same time, but that's a whole nother story. Take this serious. This is not the time to not know things. This is the time to be in the know, and this is the time to be conscious. Please subscribe to our channel. Hit the subscribe button below. Hit the bell so you can be notified every time we post new content. I am very interested in your comments on this topic. Remember, in these pandemic times, hard times don't last forever. Be encouraged, be empowered, stay focused. You will make it.